Alright, here's the UNFNB. We now got landing gear. So we got some landing gear that we made from pretty much a bunch of scrap parts. The wheels came from an old plane that we changed the wheels on. The gear itself is made out of some ground stake that you would stake your plants up to, and it's looped around underneath there. And so we also have as you can see, a tail skid way back there, and that is so that the tail doesn't hit. So now we got a way that we can land without the risk of breaking those elevons. So that will be a big help. Although now it's almost a little bit too front heavy. So now I have to put the battery way back here. And we also decided to put the battery on top this time instead, so that I can just move my board around to change the center of gravity underneath. So I can put my board anywhere underneath to change the center of gravity. So that's what I got so far. And if you didn't see the last video, we got a different prop, a different motor. So that's pretty much what we got. And one thing I didn't mention about the encoder side of things for the lights. Well, there's the encoder right there, but how do we power it? So I took since I mentioned something about putting a BEC on there, I took the regulator that was right there off, right there next to the speaker. Took that off, replaced it with the header pin, and then I made this cable, and that connects to that header pin, that little end right here. It's right here. So now we just drive all the 5 volts, including this speaker, off of the BEC built into the ESC, which happens to be 4 amps, so it's plenty enough power. So we change this cable right here for that Y cable and power it off of that.
Alright, you can. Okay, we're going to test the unidentified night flying nutball. It's kind of a concept design, you know. So first we got to plug in the battery. Got to find a place for the radio. I guess we'll just put it right there. There we go. Throttle down. Yeah. Oh! See, I messed up already. I was worried about the radio and I never did turn on the radio. There we go. Just checking the control surfaces. Alright, let's see if we'll even roll in this snow. Here we go.
It's a little breezy, so be careful. I keep losing focus for some reason. Must be the air quality or something. Come on now, focus.
Might be a little tail heavy right now.
Think it's a little tail heavy? Bring it in then. I think you bent one of the landing gears. Uh-oh. Yeah, you bent.
A little bit bent. Okay, we straightened out the landing gear here, and we moved the battery forward a little bit. See if we can make it a little more nose heavy.
That looks a little bit better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Except I can't focus. Oh, there's the problems on manual focus.
Got it now?
Yeah, it's on auto now.
Yeah, that manual focus makes it hard to focus.
It's still not focusing too well though.
It's probably the gray skies and all. I'm giving it a little down trim just to...
Ooh, that was close to hitting the ground, wasn't it?
Maybe I gave it too much down trim.
Yeah, I think you did.
That's flying level now, hands off flying right there.
Cool.
Let's see if the rudder will work. Woo.
That rudder's...
When I touched the rudder, I also brought the throttle down.
Uh-oh. Look out.
It's a pretty nutty ball there. Now I'm using rudder to try to bring it around. And it's working pretty good.
Bring down your airspeed. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, what was that?
Bring down your airspeed and come in.
Alright. I got it throttled way down now. Flying pretty good like that.
Yeah. Hey, the landing gear didn't bend that time either. Maybe it was too tail heavy for the landing gear too.
Maybe. Perfect landing. Alright, hey!
Yay!
Nutball success!
Yeah.
Okay, after the test flight, we found the best battery location for the CG, so we could balance the plane pretty good. And now what we've done is placed it on the CG balancer right here on the table and got it so it balances on that. And now we just marking the CG, marking 1 point here and 1 point over there. So we know the real CG now, not just guessing. Well, you can see where the plane's still kind of wet from all the snow. But here's our two marks that we just marked using the CG balancer. So now we can draw a line right across there, and we know that's exactly where the CG needs to be. So we have our line marked right here after finding out where the CG was. Also got a dot here. So I'm just going to measure back from the front edge, and what we have is 11 inches for this 36-inch diameter nut ball. So 11 inches. So it's not 25%, it's a little less than 30%. Between 25 and 30%. So now let's see what those two flights used as far as battery capacity. So we've got 72% of the battery left, or 11.91 volts. So it looks like it did fairly well, and we got several flights out of it. And I can go to different modes here. So that's one cell there, 3.9. That's the average cell, 3.9. So we're in no danger of getting down to 3 volts or anything. Looks good on the cells. And back to the voltage total. Alright, and that is a 2200 milliamp hour 3-cell Turnigy LiPo. And it's got, I don't know what this discharge is. Let's see, 25 to 35 C discharge. Thanks, Hobby King. So now John's busy doing all the tedious soldering, connecting all the wires to the RGB lights and over to the controller right here. This may take weeks